What if the reason most people don't make it to 80 isn't what they think? It's not always disease, accident, or bad luck. It's the quiet, hidden patterns that go unnoticed until it's too late. Every year, millions of people over 60 pass away earlier than expected. But the truth is, many of those deaths were preventable. In this video, we'll reveal 5 hidden reasons why so many lives end too soon, and what you can do, starting now, to make sure yours isn't one of them. After 60, every day feels more precious, and every choice feels more important. But even with good intentions, some people unknowingly make small daily mistakes that slowly damage their health, mindset, and longevity. The danger? These choices don't seem dangerous until it's too late. That's why today's video is so important. We're going to talk about 5 silent causes that cut lives short, and more importantly, how you can stop them before they become part of your story. Written in a natural, story-driven tone, emotional and informative, with deep reflection, human connection, and practical insights. Let's begin with a simple truth. Most people never expect their life to end early. They assume they'll probably live into their 80s, maybe even 90s, because they eat okay, don't smoke, and try to keep moving. But every year, millions of people over 60 never make it to 80. Not because of dramatic illness or tragedy, but because of hidden causes they never saw coming. These causes don't come crashing in like thunder. They slip in quietly, through daily habits, overlooked pain, and beliefs no one ever challenged. So today we're going to gently shine a light on these 5 hidden reasons, not to scare you, but to wake you up. Because once you see them, you can change them. And change at any age is the beginning of more life. 1. They start believing it's too late. It doesn't happen all at once. It starts slowly. You skip your walk because your knees hurt. You pass on the invitation because you feel tired. You tell yourself, I'm not as sharp as I used to be. Then one day the voice inside you says, it's too late now. This belief is poison. It's not loud. It's subtle. It sneaks into your routines, your confidence, your future. And it kills more dreams, health, and time than most illnesses ever could. I once met a woman named Beatrice. She was 79 and told me, I wish I had started painting when I retired, but now it's too late. I looked at her hands and said, you're holding the brush right now. 2 months later, she had her first canvas framed. At 80, what changed? Her belief. The truth is, your body can respond. Your brain can grow. Your spirit can rise. But only if you believe it's worth it. If you've caught yourself saying, it's too late, gently answer yourself back, not for me, not yet. 2. They ignore their emotional health. Pain doesn't only live in the body. After 60, so many carry silent wounds, grief that never healed, regrets from the past, anger buried so deep they've forgotten the cause. And yet they smile. They say they're fine. They move through the motions of life. But the heart knows. The body keeps the score. Stress hormones quietly rise. The immune system weakens. Sleep breaks. Appetite shifts. And slowly, the spirit dims. I met a man named Gerald who lost his wife after 46 years. He never cried. He manned up. But for 2 years, he felt tired all the time. Couldn't focus. Got sick often. It wasn't until he spoke, really spoke, with a grief counselor, that something changed. He said, I didn't know how heavy silence was until I let go of it. Emotional pain is not weakness, it's a wound. And just like a broken bone, it needs care. Healing comes in many forms: therapy, prayer, journaling, tears, forgiveness. But one thing is sure, if you don't deal with the pain will deal with you. 3. They stop having a purpose. When you ask people who live into their 90s or beyond, what's your secret? Many of them don't say vitamins or fitness. They say, I have a reason to wake up. It might be a dog, a tomato garden, a Bible study, a granddaughter to babysit, a neighbor to check on. It doesn't matter what it is. What matters is that it pulls them forward. Purpose isn't pressure, it's presence. And without it, the days start to blur. Your energy drops, your body weakens, and worst of all, your spark fades. I once knew a woman named Teresa. She was 84, living alone, barely speaking. One day, a local library asked if she'd read stories to kids. She hesitated, but she said yes. 3 weeks later, her eyes were brighter. Her voice was stronger. She said, "I didn't know how much I missed being needed." And that's the truth. The heart needs to be needed. Find your purpose. Let it be small. Let it be private. But let it pull you into tomorrow. 4. They become socially disconnected. One of the greatest threats to your life isn't high blood pressure or cancer. It's isolation. Human beings were never meant to age alone. And yet, millions over 60 spend days, even weeks, without deep conversation, laughter, or touch. It doesn't feel like an emergency until it becomes one. Loneliness increases the risk of heart disease, stroke, depression, dementia, and early death. And the worst part, most people who are lonely don't admit it. They say, "I'm used to it," or "I'm fine on my own." But inside, something quietly breaks. Connection isn't just nice, it's necessary. Call someone, write a letter, invite a neighbor for tea, say hello to the cashier, go to church, volunteer, smile at someone new. One small connection today can build a longer tomorrow, because the heart is not meant to beat alone. 5. They neglect the little things that matter most. We often think it's the big things that hurt us, a heart attack, a diagnosis, an injury. But most people who never reach 80 aren't taken by storms. They're slowly worn down by rain. Tiny choices, skipped meals, poor sleep, no movement, chronic stress, add up like drops in a jar. You don't notice the level rising until it overflows. Your health doesn't collapse overnight. It's chipped away by quiet neglect. Skipping your walk because it's cloudy. Staying up late again for no reason. Drinking coffee instead of water. Carrying tension and never breathing it out. But here's the good news. Just as little things can break you, little things can save you. A 10-minute stretch. A warm cup of tea instead of sugar. A phone call. A nap. A prayer. A pause. Those tiny things build a life. They build strength. And over time, they build the path to 80 and beyond. So now that you've seen the 5 hidden reasons why so many lives end before they should, here's the most important question. Which of these is living quietly in your own life right now? And which one are you brave enough to face today? You don't have to change everything. You don't have to be perfect. But you do have to begin. Because awareness is the beginning of healing. And healing is the path to life. If you've made it this far, you're not just watching a video. You're taking back your future. Now I want to hear from you. Which of the 5 hidden causes spoke to your heart the most? Leave a comment below and write, "I choose awareness." It may seem small, but it's powerful. It means you're awake, alive, and ready to protect your time. And if this message touched you, subscribe to the channel. We're here to remind you, life after 60 is not the end. It's the beginning of your most conscious chapter. Sometimes it's not what we fight against, but what we overlook, that shortens our time here. But now you know the quiet dangers. You've seen the truth behind the curtain. And that awareness is your new beginning. Because no matter your age, you can always return to what matters. You can reconnect. You can restart. You can choose life again and again. You don't need permission. You just need the courage to say, "I want more time and I'm ready to live it well." So go, drink your water, call that friend, step into the light. There is still so much of you left to live. If this video brought you clarity or comfort, leave a like and share it with someone you love. Sometimes a single message can open someone's eyes and save precious years. Subscribe and turn on the bell, because more videos like this are on the way, all made for you. Thanks for being here with us. You are seen, valued, and never alone.